Could you let the people know, what's the name of your podcast and how long have you been, doing a podcast for?
Thank you. It's called The Longest Day, an Uncharted Way podcast.
I love that name.
Short name, The Longest Day.
Yeah.
And we interview inspirational guests in sports, politics, and media. And by we, I mean I. We have been existing we've done 5 seasons so far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Started in 2023 in the spring.
Yeah.
So going on to season 6 in
6.
2025. Which is very exciting. I think I've recorded maybe 6 of the 12 episodes so far. And the purpose of the podcast is to hear from leaders' longest days. So for a future generation of leaders, we get to hear the wisdom of people who have navigated the unthinkable, whether that's being hauled before the Serious Fraud Office for alleged crimes and then being acquitted, whether that's dealing with really harrowing experiences as a police officer, maybe dealing with the Hillsborough inquiry or the Potters Bar Rail train crash, or whether that's being an entrepreneur and having to fire your people, or having a cancer diagnosis, or whatever your longest day was. And it's an opportunity for people not only to share that, but how they got prepared for that longest day, who they had around them, what they would do differently, how that built resilience, but most importantly, how that helped them to do whatever it is that they're doing now. So, for example, we've already talked about him, but David Lammy came on the podcast to talk about his response to the Tottenham riots.
He's not my guy, by the way.
I understand that. But the point was that it was an opportunity to show who else was involved in those decisions. How were those decisions made? What happened? And what would he do differently? And I've been really surprised at what people want to come on the podcast to talk about, whether that's authors or TV personalities or famous musicians or famous podcasters. And I just have all of these wonderful conversations because at the Wayfinders group, which I run, we believe that people matter and conversations are really important. And so anything that we can do to facilitate conversations that show people's stories and give people a different perspective and empower them with tools to be able to navigate uncharted territory in their own lives is a really great